Kamala Harris, she not a real black woman. And I just want to tell y'all, sister, this how I know she ain't no real black woman. I ain't never seen her do this. There ain't no black if she ain't doing that. So we is not vote until we see her. She 2 years. She at least got to be scratching her head like this for 2 years before she can get our vote.
Hold on. Let me check the notes on that. Yeah. Checks out. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke Gradowski here of youtube.com/wearechange, and we got a lot of absolutely wild and crazy news to get into today. As, of course, people are expecting a lot of disruptions today in Washington, D.C. As, of course, there's a very special, controversial guest that's going to be speaking with some members of Congress. Other people are being kicked out, as a lot of people expect Joe Biden to be chewed up and spit out by the establishment, potentially even maybe resigning today. What's going on with that? As of course, we still have a lot of blundering questions that we're not getting answers from the federal government when it comes to the attempted assassin that tried to take the life of the former president of the United States. We're going to be talking about that, plus a lot more, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you can get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And for every new subscriber, Atlas gets at least one treat, which, of course, she likes a lot, which means you should probably subscribe, as the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast was shot by Charleston White, an amazing comedian commentator that really put things in a very comedic perspective when it comes to the race of Kamala Harris that everyone keeps questioning. She was once Indian, according to the Associated Press. Now she's black. I'm confused. I think everyone is, but it's fair to say that the Democrats are going to be playing any card they have with cackling Kamala, as of course the new talking points have dropped. The mainstream media is falling in love with her, as there was also rumors that she was potentially going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville, Tennessee, which the head organizer of just announced that she will not. I will be, as of course I'm flying there after this video, after our podcast, which comes out later on today at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can still get tickets, promo code WRC. It's going to be an incredible event, as politicians like Donald Trump are looking at Bitcoin to potentially solve the American U.S. national debt problem, which, of course, probably will be increasing no matter who is the president of the United States. As, of course, that's not the only challenge that the executive office is going to be facing, as, of course, we just got notification that Romania just scrambled fighter jets, as the Russian military was carrying out a series of drone strikes near their border, near their territory in the south of Ukraine, as Romanian fighter jets were monitoring the aerial situation that was unfolding very close to their country, as Donald Trump now is promising to end the war in Ukraine and also the current war in the Middle East that a lot of people feel very passionately about, as there are going to be major protests in Washington, D.C. expected for the visit of the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as barricades have just been erected in front of the White House again, as Benjamin Netanyahu will be giving his address to Congress, and Biden is set to make some very important remarks tonight about the future of his political career. Now, what will he be announcing? We don't know, as today is a very tumultuous day for politicians in Washington, D.C., as NBC News is reporting that 30 House and Senate Democrats are actually planning to skip on Netanyahu's speech today to Congress in order to, of course, boycott it. As, of course, one of those politicians that's not a Democrat is, of course, Thomas Macy, who announced on Twitter that, quote, today Congress will undertake political theater on behalf of the State Department. The purpose of having Netanyahu address Congress is to bolster his political standing and to quell intel opposition to his war. I don't feel like a prop, so I won't be, quote, attending, which, of course, got the attention of AIPAC, that announced that he is standing with AOC and Bernie Sanders against their rally, as Thomas Macy responded to them saying, call me anything you want. I won't be attending your war rally. as we also got video footage of allegedly someone releasing maggots and other critters on the table at the Watergate Hotel, where Netanyahu is expected to, of course, meet with American political leadership, as there's also reports of fire alarms being set off to disturb his sleep, as it's fair to say that what we probably will be seeing in Washington, D.C. today will be pretty significant. I'm going to be following the story as closely as I can, as, of course, we also wanted to remind you guys that this independent media organization that is being screwed over by YouTube could be supported through lukeunfiltered.com, our own platform where we get to say and do whatever we want. We're going to have a very special video right after this one, specifically talking about what if the bullet didn't miss, what would have happened to this country, what would have happened to this world. That video only available for members right after this one, as of course members also get the ability to call in to our show, as of course we're going to have a special show 3 p.m. Eastern later on today that you guys get to be a part of. The last 2 callers have been brand new, have been amazing, have been great, and it's really awesome to see people, to talk to them. As of course we also gave out thousands of dollars of tickets to the Bitcoin conference for free for members of lukeunfiltered.com. As of course we do a lot of contests, we do a lot of giveaways, we do a lot of really cool, awesome stuff, and a lot of it is mainly focused on giving you the best offers of value. If you appreciate what I've been doing for you guys for over 20 plus years, sign up. It really does mean a lot, and we have different tiers that are affordable for all different price ranges. Check them out right now. Click the link down in the description below, and I will see you there right after this with a special broadcast just for you on lukeunfiltered.com. As of course, there's still a lot of other important issues to talk about, as the Daily Mail today is reporting that Biden was, quote, deathly pale on his Air Force One flight that was flying back extremely fast in order to get him to medical professionals, as he was reported to be sick and needed to, of course, isolate from the general public and other people, as we are getting alleged rumors that a lot of staff were fearing for him, as allegedly he was flying back from Las Vegas to Delaware, as there are a lot of very significant health concerns about the current president of the United States, as of course he is soon to deliver an Oval Office address, which is centered around him not seeking re-election, as some people are also speculating that potentially this could also be the place, the time where Biden just resigns as president of the United States. Now, is that going to be happening here? Who knows? But of course, the life of a politician is becoming more and more dangerous, as today we also found out that the former Iranian president just survived his own assassination attempt, allegedly, according to, of course, official Iranian security forces, as the Mirror is reporting that he narrowly escaped a plot that sabotaged his car by alleged special agents who have reported that his car was tampered with. As domestically here, we still have some very serious questions about the assassin that tried to take the life of the former president of the United States, that just announced that he no longer will be holding rallies outside.
Just breaking moments ago, Brett, I want to tell you that the Secret Service is apparently now telling or asking the Trump campaign to stop doing their rallies outdoors. This is reporting from the Washington Post, just breaking in the last couple of minutes here.
This says, of course, we got new video footage showing us another angle of the attack against Donald Trump, which highlights a lot more questions than answers, as of course the time frame of how everything unfolded. This crazy person that was on this roof was able to, of course, not just target the former president of the United States, but he also pointed his weapon on the crowd. There's a lot of people, a lot of chaos unfolding, as we also found out specifically, according now to new body cam video footage released, that the Secret Service was actually taking photos of this guy as they had Donald Trump on stage, which they refused to take him off of. Again, yes, you heard that correctly. According to new body camera footage, we have Secret Service and police officers literally talking about how people, especially within the authorities, specifically Secret Service agents, we're just snapping photos of this guy. This, as today we had the head of the FBI testifying in front of Congress, as already we found out major bombshells from the FBI Director Christopher Wray today, as we're getting more and more details about this initial event, which becomes more perplexing and inconvenient for the state, as the FBI director today has confirmed that this assassin actually flew a drone over the Trump rally for over 11 minutes. The FBI recovered 3 explosive devices with remote detonators from the assassin. He also had explosive transmitters with him on the roof and encrypted messaging apps that probably will delete any kind of messages he had with potential individuals who helped him. As today we found out that there was also 8 shots fired specifically, as a lot of people are still asking who was shooting, who was taking the shots here. And of course, a lot of people are now saying that there was 3 different shooters on that specific day: the assassin, the Secret Service agents, and someone else that, of course, still is in question here that we're waiting to desperately find out, as, of course, the information that we're getting is still very slim about this entire matter, as the authorities are telling us to wait 60 days for the proper investigation to come to some kind of conclusion. And that is a very long time, especially in an election cycle where many politicians, including even AOC, are asking questions about how inconvenient this is for all the politicians that are now also worrying about their own personal health and wellness, as I think it's fair to say that we are far beyond failures here, and we are in the territory of direct collusion by government forces that, in my opinion, tried to take the life of the former president of the United States. If you agree with that, share this video with your friends and family members. We're still getting little pieces of information, and these pieces of information are critically important for us to analyze, for us to look into, for us to question from start to finish. We're going to be doing that specifically with the hypnotherapist that's going to be talking about this assassin and how he is the perfect Sirhan-like character, all today in just a few minutes. So stay tuned for that, plus a lot more, all here on youtube.com/wearechange. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys liking and subscribing. Oh, look, another person subscribed. That means one more treat for Atlas, who is very happy that you subscribed. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys doing that, and that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechange.